Hi and a very good afternoon, everyone. In advance, I would like to thank our interviewee for his time to be with us today. Actually, we are four of us, including me, and I am Puvindraj K. Sivasubramaniam.
I am Nur Farah Elimidin Azman.
I am Muhammad Muizzuddin bin Munzi.
And I am Muhammad Ami Akmal bin Yaakob.
We are currently pursuing our studies at University Kuala Lumpur, British Malaysian Institute from the Faculty of Engineering. We have enrolled ourselves in a module called Professional English 2, where we have to conduct an industrial visit or industrial interview to produce a report. So without further ado, I would like to invite our interviewee, Mr. Edmund, to give some background of his education and career.
Okay. My name is Edmund. Okay, I'm studied in Singapore universities. Okay. So first of all, I start this engineering field in Malaysia, Ipoh, and what I'm studied was in mechatronic engineering. Okay. So which is inclusive of electrical, electronics plus mechanical. Why I chose this field? Because by the time in 1995, after I finished my Form 5, so after that I furthered my study for Form 6. So during when I was in Form 6 level, I was came to know about these technologies, how it develop and growth in coming year 2020. So during that time when we were studying case study in a St. Michael institution, so with my lecturers, they encouraging us for few fields. So I was extracted in engineering field, the last breath of human, wherever we go and wherever we was. Not like some like other studies. Okay. So, but this is continuous improving, and we can be ahead on top of any new technologies in the world. So that's the reason. That time I was studying about the GPRS system, which is going to be implemented very soon. So it is very new during that time in 1990s. So that time we don't have at all in the world, but it was been doing case studies by myself during in Form 5, Form 6 level. So from there I came to know a lot of things. So after that I'm decided. After my studies, I was searching for electrical electronics, but my lecturers encouraged me, why not you go for mechatronics, whereby in foreign country, like neighborhood company in Singapore, they are majoring and they are very hunting on the requirement for mechatronics students rather than electrical or specific electrical electronics student or mechanical student, because they only know in the individual. But these students will be know about electrical and also mechanical. So that's the reason I went for this course. So it is very interesting, and I was studied in Para Institute of Engineering Technology, because it is the only college we collaborate with Singapore companies. After our studies, our practical will be done in Singapore, not in Malaysia. So that's the purpose I joined. So after that, my studies finished. Then I was doing my so-called internship. Okay, internship in Singapore, Panasonic. Okay, they have selected us. They came for interviews, they selected us, and I am one of the person who went for Panasonic. So they already mold us accurately and passively. What you mean by engineering and how you going to be here and during my internship. So it is totally different. That's what I'm practicing to my internship guys who are coming for under me. So I already mold this the same specification in Carsem. You need to go to know about the manual and guide before you go to the machineries. What is the obstacle? What are the important things? All this. So it is really proper channel. So I love it and I enjoy my working there till now. I'm learning a lot of new things. That new things. For example, 5G. After the 5G, there is coming another G. That is, I heard that I came to know recently yesterday only when I was discussion in UM. Yesterday I went for UM some courses. So there is a new G coming in to the market very soon. Will be recognized by the Google team. Okay, these are the things. All right. So how my careers went back to develop myself, and I'm still producing a lot of case studies in Carsem. Okay, still producing a lot of case studies and venturing and also engage all those projects in Carsem, still ongoing. So what my career is, my career path, I want to do a patent right on myself. I'm working on it. Very soon I'll be doing that as an engineer. So now at the moment I'm holding a position of section head in Carsem in for business unit 5 and for all the maintenance team throughout the group of maintenance team. So this is my career path is going on at the moment. So Carsem, if you want to know about Carsem, Carsem is a technology-driven, successful Malaysian contract manufacturer. Is a world leader in the provision of assembly and test uh, devices, services of the semiconductor industry. Okay, what kind of product we are developing here? We are manufacturing the device of ICs, and we are testing and sold out to various company. For example, Apple, yeah, Huawei, Samsung, even automotive. Our core product is automotive. When you nowadays, if you never wear your seat belt, there will be alarm, right, in your
Yes.
display screen. Okay, so that sensor activated by one of the IC from Carsem. Okay, and now engine start. Now engine start keyless. The keyless produced by the few ICs, the main IC from Carsem, whereby you need the engine start by press button. So, and furthermore, beside this, you can start the engine. And the other thing is our auto disc brake. So braking system, ABS system, all these involve of these ICs. So now we are already venture to automotive product for the Europe market. Volkswagen and Hyundai, Peugeot, and recently one Honda already chosen us because we are supplying for the Europe market. So Japanese also coming into our site. So that's the reason now our core business is to the Renesas, is our main customer for our business unit 5. So they are very versed on our technologies. Even they are giving us some new product whereby we never done before in the Malaysian market. So we're going to do that very soon. So these are the things happening. Okay. Okay,
Okay,
you
thank
can
you, Mr.
get me.
Edmund, for your brief explanation on your career and education. So now let's enter into the questionnaire. So I will share the questionnaires here. Okay, okay, the first question is, okay, what is your responsibility in your department? So you already mentioned us, okay, you are in business unit 5. So we just move on to the next question. What is your career objective actually?
Okay, my career objective. Okay, so my career objective is I have set my own goal to achieve my career. Okay, first of all, I have been adventure opportunities, career opportunities, and be a part of the team that drives the culture, which values people, constantly focus on the product improvements and delivers the result to the customers. And with my experience and all my education and skills that I have adopted to secure a challenging position in a reputable organization, to expand my learning, knowledge, and skill while making a significant contribution to the success of the company. This is my career.
Okay, thank you,
Okay,
Mr.
for the next
Edmund.
question. For the next question, did you face any obstacle before entering the engineering field?
Yes, of course, we have to, because first thing when we the obstacle of this engineering field is opportunity. Okay, the opportunity we must grab. The opportunity given to me, so I grab the opportunity. Okay, second thing is money. So how to get the money to in order to learn all these new knowledge to venturing us to engage myself to know more about this. We need to buy because those days we don't have this type of electronic system or the Google to went in to search all these search engine. So everything we need to buy the books from the selected bookshops, and we need to get all these. So all this involved, but all these obstacle I learn how to handle it. My parents teach me, my brothers guide me how you have to do, but they teach me, but they never they support and teach me. Then what they want me to do myself, so I know what is obstacle, right? So I did all that. So while working I learn as a part-time. I work, then only I know how difficult it is, the opportunities all given to me. And engineering is not a very easy, okay, as you all have study has gone through, okay, so mathematics and all this, so I go for extra classes, all this. So but yet I win the battle because hard work always must be proactive and hardworking. That's my I changed to tackle this obstacle. Okay.
Okay. For the next question, why do you select this major and why you are in this industry?
Okay. Basically, I'm majoring in mechatronics, and after that, I pursue my studies in mechanical manufacturing engineer. Then after that, I was enhanced my knowledge and become an engineering management person. They mold me to engineering management. So after that, Singapore universities, they mold me how to manage the engineering. So engineering students, engineers, how to guide them and everything. So and it's very been a tough time. Okay, so after I discovered this field to work, and I was needed to be technology partnership. So from there, I learned in Singapore in the Panasonic, and they teach me how to manage the team. And till now, I'm doing that, and but I'm still in engineering field now. Okay.
Okay, alright, sir. Thank you,
Hello.
sir.
Hello.
Okay, sir.
Alright, sir.
Sir. Okay, next question, sir. Okay.
Okay.
What are the critical engineer skill and qualities that you have learned in the past year?
Okay. The critical skills, what I face is when handling robotics. Okay. So when you handling robotics, we need to have the PLC program. If you did any mistake in the PLC program, it will harm you. The robotics will, because you don't know. So it's happened to me once. Okay, that is a critical project. Then I follow the process. Then I came to know I never follow the procedures. Then I took the manual guide and everything and do it, and coordinating by the senior engineers. So from there, I'm getting to know how to be as engineers to be more proactive on this type of robotics. So it's a big challenging for me on this project. So at last we have succeeded. Our team has succeeded this project.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. My next question is, can you share the most challenging engineering project that you have been in the past year?
Okay, the most challenging project is, okay, those in Panasonic, those days, you remember we have CD, VCD, DVD, right? Those days. Okay, that time there is another disc came down for the market is mini disc, where the disc compact will be, everything will be smaller. The device also will be the smaller mini disc, where easily it can be brought here and there. So this project, I was handled my group, and I was chairperson on this, handling this project, whereby we have to develop and create these machineries. So all this we done in Singapore, and we went to the Japan. Okay, in Japan. So in Japan, Panasonic Matsushita, we did that for 90 days, stay there and create all these machineries, and we bring over to Singapore Panasonic. This is a major project I did. So it's really a success because by using robotic arms only. So these robotic arms will be install all the parts, not operators. No more operators. That one will be a one-man operation whereby technician will do all together. The production will be doing everything by the robotic, and the technician only to ensure the robotic is working and to repair the robotic. So this robotic arm we bring is name of the robotic is Panarobo. So at last this business was success in Singapore Panasonic.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, for the next question, what do you enjoy most and least about being an engineer?
Okay, you see, the beauty of engineers. Okay, the beauty of engineers. You always will continue consistent learning new things. You are the creator and you are the first person who knows that knowledge you're going to bring and to the production scheme. So before that, you have to study all the case studies you will do. And you never ending story to stop any knowledge. Okay, I don't like boring. I like to always like to work hands-on. So all this in here, you can be hands-on. Sometimes I will manage, sometimes I will be office. So I came to know when I see my technician having difficulties and engineers, I will hands-on, help them. So different way. So the moment you are more of any develop, at the same time you are fixing the problem. You are the fixer, problem solver. So it's where the problem, the appreciation is there. So always engineer will be the first person, not production. Production only know the problems, how going to do. So never boring. That's why I love the engineer. As engineers always find ways to solve solution and to fix it. To sustain hands-on, you can see drawing, you can using Excel or AutoCAD. You will be a draftman also sometimes. You have to all this. So this what we all will be absent. Have job. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, for the next question, can you share the challenges you faced before at work?
Okay. The challenges is okay. There are many machineries that came down. Any machine that already came down to the floor. When you give every signal, okay, the signal is not only one way. It's not repeating. It's not. We never receive any signal from the machine. It is very challenging that time. I really faced this once in Carsem. It was I went for training in Singapore, and I learned the machineries recently, 3 years before. So I learned and everything, and the machineries was working condition, everything. When it comes to Carsem, I'm doing all the signal and everything, but I never receive any signal feedback from the machineries. It's really a big uh, challenging for me on that day. Okay, so I take back the menu, check all inch and every connection, and also all the wiring. Is it everything correct or not? And I came finally I found one of the switch is offset, wrongly fixed by our technicians. Okay, so it's human attitudes. This is a main challenging I'm going now until now. Human attitudes, especially here, human attitude is very important. No more. Sorry, I forgot. No more forgot. You have to do at the right thing. If you don't know, ask. Do right thing so that the process, the machineries will work accurately without giving us any quality problem. So that is my challenging. And before I came to BU5, I succeeded in another floor. All this, so they are running very good. So I'm doing the same thing in BU5 now. So 70% I already succeed, still left 30%, some of them. Okay, so it's human attitude. Next is any challenging that I most always I take the challenge is those things they say cannot do, cannot, but I try and make it happen. That is my challenge. Always I do that and make it proven. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. My next question is, how do you overcome the work stress?
Okay. Good question, because I'm really pissed off nowadays. Too many after MCO, where is the only I learn is those days I go for yoga. When it's not necessary you have to go for yoga. Laughing is then that is a good therapy for me to release my stress. Or sometimes I will bring my family, go for a holiday, few days, then come back. It's a good stress for me, release stress. That's what I'm doing. Okay.
Sir, okay, sir. My last question, sir. Is communication skill important in the engineering?
Absolutely. Communication if you never communicate, nothing will move. OTAC, I can't tackle this problem, everything. Hello, are you there? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I can
Yes,
hear
Hello?
you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello, you can hear
yes,
me?
yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. So communication is absolutely true. Okay, can I continue?
Can,
Yes,
sir.
you can continue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Communication is
correct.
most important. When you communicate, then only you will find the solution by communicating. For example, as I told you, when my technician engineering having difficulties to up the any machineries, I will involve and talk to them. What are the things they have done? This done, everything. We check, cross-check the checklist. Something we have missed out. You see? So the if we never communicate, how are you going to solve? And how are you going to establish? And how are you going to be broadcast in this century? So communication skill is very important. So to me, you must be well versed in communicating skill. If not, those days I was very quiet type. I won't talk much. But the lecturers changed me. They told me, no, this field you have to learn many things until to the last breath of your life. So you have to talk. Then only you can learn. If not, you will be in the halfway like dinosaur. Okay. So you have to adapt to the change and go on. That's called communication. All right.
Okay.
But sir, if for example, now we are a
Next,
lot of
anything?
students are in engineering field.
So
So when the time they came into the working field, how is the communication skill for them? No matter they are fresh graduate or intern student.
you mean when you come for intent, right?
Yes.
Okay. For the internship that you're coming, so normally we will 1 or 2 days we will give you a theoretical. What are the things you need to do? What are the things? Especially you are going for one section. Okay, the main thing is basically you already done your theory. You already studies everything. Now you see your practical time. Hands on. The more, the better is for you to hands on. So you will learn during hands on. You will learn everything. What are the things you have to follow part by part? Follow the process flow, and by there you maybe your ideas make sense and give us a better solution. Maybe you have a simplified process the flow. So this way you can whatever you have learned all the while for 3.5 years, when you come to practical you have to apply it. So hands on, the more you hands on the better you are. When your graduate time, then when you are going to workforce in one of the company and you eventually in your working life, so it is more easy for you. So that's what I was do those days, hands on as many as possible. So I asked my engineer, you don't work, you tell me what to do. You tell me what to do. Never mind, I have to, no. You tell me what to do. I will do. I need to hold the Allen key. I need to hold that screwdriver. I need to open electric short. Okay. What are the obstacles to overcome this electrical shock? Okay. All these safety features. The main important, remember, you are engineers. Okay. Engineers should know what is safety act. Before you touch any machineries, where is the emergency button? That is important for human. We are educated ready, no? You are graduate, okay? If you ask me, those who are not came from basic experience, sometimes they may forget about the emergency, uh, safety act, all this. But safety is very important in our life, okay? It's really proven that how intelligent this engineer was. Okay, in the market, for example, in your working life, you are entering one company to one company. They have a record, Is there any safety act on this candidate? Is there all this we will check, How ensure you are in the safety act? Are you following all the safety process? Are you following the 40, or you are making any faulty act? All these are mentioned. Even I myself, when I interview any experienced engineers, I will cross-check with his previous management. Do this candidate have any safety act result? I will check all this because you all should know what is safety, main thing. Because don't harm yourself. Human is very expensive body. So it will how good and how bad you are. So it's going to be it's a plus point and a marking. So sometimes if your negligence, due to the negligence, the safety, so we must be very careful. There is a safety act. So all these you must know. Because when you go into hands-on, don't, if molding, if you go into molding machineries, recently you have learned, right? You have came to know in the newspapers that is one of the factory, brown factory in Penang. One of the Malay guy has been when during molding he put his hand, whole body inside and mold up together. It's death on the spot.
Yes,
It's
sir.
all negligence. Okay, it's all negligence. The safety act is there. The safety button is there. Everything is there. So you have to think over before you do. Oh, if you don't know, ask. Communication coming in. Ask 2, 3 times. That's why I always encourage my engineers. When I train my engineers, don't show your face or show your temp to the technicians or intent. You must be ready there to answer them any question when they throw to you. So you must ask many questions. Then only you can learn. If not, how you going to learn? And hands-on is very important. Practice makes perfect. Okay. This what the same word that I use is I practice what I learn. This is what the word used by my lecturer when I came out from Singapore after my studies when I'm going to working life. So I did that. So I practice. So whenever they are until now, they will call me, Edmund, could you please come to this department and look after this, what we can do. The managers will call me. Okay. What I do, I go and check, hey, where is the safety switch? Is it working? I will ask them. Sometimes the technician, boss, I'm telling this, but you're asking about safety. Yes, everything working. No, I want to know that first before we start fix the problem. Uh, yes, it's working. This one is not. I found one of the safety switch is not working, but it's a dummy there. No, this is wrong. According to ISO 14001 is safety act. We cannot use all these. Okay, so all these come in consideration. That's the reason I told you. Hands-on with a proper channel, and you learn before you go and touch any machine and anything. Ask the engineers; they will guide you definitely. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next question.
For the next question, please tell us about the expectation for fresh graduate engineering student in this current situation.
Fresh graduate. Fresh graduate. Okay. Okay. Fresh graduate normally, what they do is learn. You have already learned. So try to apply it in the company that you are going. Try to apply it and simplify the process. That's the reason the engineer so called. The engineer coming there to the new production, to any line that you are going, the existing process flow let's say it's a tough way, long process way to go in order to produce the product. So you try to simplify the process. We can do. We can try 1 and 2 process. Can we take out these 2 process and make it more simplified and increase our output and quantity? So all these few times. Everybody in? Hello?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, you all in?
Yes, sir. We
Yes,
are
sir.
in.
Oh, suddenly we are lost. Because Zoom is every 40 minutes, right? It will go off.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
That is to process and also change the process. Maybe you have a different type of
Terkeluar ke?
Dia terkeluar.
everyone is here.
Yes, sir, we are
Yes,
here.
sir.
Why is it a connection problem?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, that's my advice for the fresh graduate.
So let's enter into the last question now.
Okay.
As a successful engineer, actually, what's your advice for to be a successful engineer?
Okay. For the successful engineer, always must be broad-minded, willing to learn and learn and apply it, and try to fix and solve any issue immediately, so that that makes sense when you are as an engineer over there. Be proactive. Always we must be proactive. No doubt any obstacle. Yes, obstacles is always there. That is our a key challenging for us. So go all of it and do it your best. Definitely you will be successful one day. And every day you can see you're successful. Of course, everything is new, but new, let us learn and be broad-minded to think over and try to do and adopt to the changes. Adopt to the changes, and a lot of things are going to be, everything going to be online. Already 90%, 70% we already now doing online, and another 30% to go. It will be changes in another 2-3 years. So everything is going to be in same like this. We're going to do everything in online base, and most of them engineering is going to be expandable. There is no ending for engineering. Because without engineer, the world is not there. Even the world is how rotate everything. An engineer only can predict, can do all this. Okay. In fact, from our needs, daily needs, everything is involved by the engineer. If there is no engineer, nothing is can be have it in our side. Make use this opportunity and do your best, and you will be the successful person. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. So we have reached the end of this session. And first of all, we would like to express our gratitude to Mr. Edmund as part of our this interview session for our PE subject. We gain much information and experience based on sir's experience. So we will try to adapt all the advice that given by sir for our future reference to be a successful engineer. Lastly, I would like to thank all for thank to the all participants that join our session for today. So I hope we will meet again sometime in the future. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you. Have a
sir.
nice day. All
Thank
the
you,
best in your
sir.
future.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Pubin, for giving me an opportunity
Yeah,
to
welcome,
express.
sir.
Okay, bye bye.
Okay, bye,
Bye.
sir.
Bye,
Take
sir.
care.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Stay safe.
Okay, sir.